Welcome to Camp Learned a Lot. What is Camp Learned a Lot?
Where you camp and we make tents and we color the sign and we need to write what we learned is 2 things or 3 that we learned in school. Like, because at a campsite they usually have a big sign, and then we decorated it and colored it.
And what does it say?
Camp Learned a Lot.
So you wrote some things that you learned in school. What did you guys write?
I learned how to read better and I learned how to research.
Francesca, we call her Frankie.
She can sew. Roy, and that's his sister.
Okay, tell us one thing awesome about your sister.
She plays Roblox with me.
Awesome.
They were the very first kids to ever get to go to Camp Learned a Lot. They are your camp counselors today. So if you have any questions or need any help, they know all about Camp Learned a Lot. We are going to read under the stars and do a little bit of work in our tent reading. We're going to have a special treat. What do you think that treat might be? What do you think?
Marshmallows? S'mores. Hi, I'm Sophia, and now I'm going to give you a little tour of the outside and then the inside. So this is our sign. We were thinking of something blue because we're colored light blue. So we thought of the bluebells. We had other names in mind, but we thought this one would work the best.
I think it suits you well.
And I'm going to show our bandanas. Like, see? I got like those. So I really like it in here because I have all my friends in here to keep me company, and I really like my setup over here. Hi. So my name's Lily. This is what the top looks like. Now it's my turn. Let's slay. This is my area, and this is Sophia's. And this is where we put our bandanas and our shoes. I brought my axolotl everywhere. Oh, there's a face. Hi. There's a face there. And right there. And right here. Hey! 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 What's going on? Hey! Right now! What's going on in our campsite? Hi, this is my side of our tent, and we're gonna stay in here for a pretty long time. This is my part of the tent, and it's really cool because I got stuffed animal. This is my part of the tent, and we're going inside. Hi, hello. Okay. I'm Josh. Hello, I'm Josh. Hello, I'm Roy. Hello. And I'm Daxton. Like, come on, let me see it. Yeah, you're looking out. I'm Ella.
I'm Frankie. We're both 4th graders and we're helping out today.
This is my bed. Stuffy, and ours is very cramped. And then we have a cheetah. Cheetah. And Gia has a smelly s'more. Smells delicious.
Make sure you say thank you.
I'm coming over in a second. Yeah.
I'm second. Say hot summer day, you hear music coming down the street. Ice cream. We are the green bugs. We are the oranges. We are the yellow bananas. We are the blue dogs. We are Showdown extra shrimp.
15-minute timer, and then that will be your time to build. Once that 15-minute timer is up, we will see who won the Marshmallow Tower Challenge. Alright, is everyone ready? Yeah!
We will make it that big. We need to make it like an Eiffel Tower.
The Eiffel Tower.
So we're going to do 9 cubes at the bottom and keep building the cubes up. We're going to make squares that are this wide and this tall.
Okay.
And then I'm going to make one, he's going to make one, she's going to make one. But we all think we should make more, so we're going to stack them all up and then see how high we
So kind of just a good plan?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how Max thinks we're gonna make it that big, but we'll give it a go.
This looks like a good plan here. Everybody has toothpicks?
Here we go, here we go. I'm actually cooking.
So we're making, like this. Like this, guys.
That's good, Patrick. All right, your toothpicks away. So you put one, and then connect those two there, and you've made one. strategy there, Ariston. Patrick looking good. You got the first one. Smokes, Austin. What's going on here?
Yeah, what is happening over there?
Are you building like the bottom? The base?
No, we already have the base. We got, guys, look at it's going to have 4 garage doors. It's just a fun challenge. It's not like win a prize. Building like a big one so we could connect it and get a high one.
Yep.
Now we just guys, I'm going to break some toothpicks. Wait, break
Ooh, that's a new idea.
Okay, I'll start doing towers because I've done the base.
Here, I'm gonna move this to
Oh my goodness. That was scary, Patrick. Quietest worker might have the tallest one over here.
What? Alright guys, start trying to see how we can add that onto this.
Look at
28 seconds.
Do you notice something?
What?
Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Or go stand behind yours, okay? Go stand behind it. Show me your hands, okay? Is it standing? And you're not touching it.
It's the tallest.
So that means it's tall. It might be the tallest. All of them have their hands on it. Right? And when the hands come off,
Fortunately, when they arrived, they saw a fish, and the fish was so happy that there was fresh water that he jumped so high and got into the trees. Unfortunately, the fish got stuck on the tree branch. Unfortunately, there was a big storm, and the radiator was living, and the tree got flooded, and then the fish got back out. Unfortunately, he went back up on the tree. Fortunately, the fish jumped back down and got stuck in seaweed. Unfortunately, he got out of the seaweed and jumped back up into the tree and landed on the leaf and fell back down in the water. Unfortunately, he got stuck in the seaweed again. Someone came to help him, and then they both got stuck in the seaweed. Fortunately, back at camp, there was a sunset, and all the kids went down to the lake, and they watched the sunset. Unfortunately, they couldn't watch the sunset go down because there was a storm. Fortunately, they fell asleep during the storm, and they slept happily. Unfortunately, baby woke up and started crying so loudly.
Fortunately, the mama was there and knew exactly what to do to take care of the baby.
Unfortunately, back at camp, one of the groups were still building their tent, and every time they tried, it kept falling down. Fortunately, they finally got it to stay up. Unfortunately, there was a tsunami where the fish was.
Fortunately, the tsunami just brought in more fish from the lake, so there was more fish friends. And back at camp, everyone was on night 2. They were able to watch the sunset again.
Unfortunately, there was a tornado. Fortunately, the tornado only grabbed the fish. Unfortunately, at camp, nobody could fall asleep.
In the morning,
A turtle got into their tent. Unfortunately, it was a snapping turtle. Fortunately, the turtle didn't snap anyone. Unfortunately, everybody meant to stay for 3 days, but they stayed for 10 days and they all grew a mustache.
Fortunately, all of the kids were able to shave off their mustaches, and then they grew beards, and then shaved it off, and they grew mustaches and beards.
Nice job. How do you make fire?
We need to set up the logs. Get some snappy stones. And you need stones to make the fire go. Everything doesn't catch on fire. Construction paper, crunchy paper,
Yes.
tissue paper, and then we use like paper towels, and then we use markers to do that, and we crumple them up using glue, and we cut pieces out, and then the white stuff is like the ashes of like.
So fire, you can't just say, oh, I'm gonna bring the fire. I'm gonna bring the fire in my backpack.
You have to like make it.
You have to make the fire. Can you make the fire? No.
Pieces of wood sticks like from a tree, and then we grab rub them, and they'll make fire. Yeah. But we pretend to do that, and it makes this.
Pretend to do that. No, that's a real fire. So you're roasting marshmallows here.
Yeah, I like my bird stuff.
You like yours burnt? Okay, me too. You gotta put it all the way in. Well, that'll catch on fire.
Take it off.
You take it off.
There's some chocolate on it.
Mm-hmm.
We take this,
Yes.
add on top,
Yep.
and then we can eat it.
And then you can eat it. You roasting s'mores?
Yeah.
Show me how we're doing that, and somebody explain. What do you need for a good s'more?
You need graham crackers, a marshmallow, and chocolate. You need a marshmallow, graham crackers, chocolate, and a stick. Put a flashlight inside of the fire to make it look like this.
Ooh, what a nice touch, Emmy. I like that.
Then you can squish it and then eat it.
Mmm, yummy. Okay, so do you like it burnt, like it's on fire, or do you just like it kind of like right in the middle?
I like to make it burnt and then take the burnt off.
How do you like your marshmallows? Burnt? Mmm. Both? Ooh, any marshmallow is good marshmallow. How about you, Emmy? Ooh, soft ones, yes, and?
I like them kind of burnt, kind of not.
How'd you make your fire?
Charcoal around, like cool around it.
Yep,
And then we put like crumbled up pieces.
yep.
And then we attached the fire to a log so it would stay up.
Ooh.
I glued it.
That was a good idea.
I thought it could look like real log.
What's a fire good for at camp? What does it do?
Warm and make
Keeps you warm.
s'mores.
You make s'mores.
Keep the animals away?
Yes, which is crazy because you're all animals and you're right next to the fire, so that doesn't make sense.